Hello artists, Miss Watson here. Today I'm going to be modeling for you how to create your cityscape drawing using foreground, middle ground, and background. So first you need to draw your horizon line. That can be towards the top or towards the bottom, depending upon how much space you want in your middle ground, foreground, and background. So for example, if I want to have a big background, I want to have a lot of sky, I would start my horizon line towards the bottom. My horizon line is a horizontal line across my paper. That now separates my land and sky. Now, being this is a cityscape, I want to start to draw my buildings. My buildings are going to be along the horizon line. I'm going to use simple shapes such as rectangles and squares. So I will start. Again, I'm going all the way to my horizon line. I want to make my buildings different sizes. So some are taller, some are shorter and wider. Maybe this one is really tall and a little thinner, like a skyscraper. You'll notice that some of my buildings are touching. I could also make a building separate. So now I have my foreground down here, which is my street, my middle ground, which are my buildings, and my background, that is my sky. I can add a sun into my background. I can add some clouds. Next, I want to start to add some details to my buildings. I want to create my windows, but I want to make sure that they are uniformed. They're in a line because windows are not just randomly scattered on your building. So notice how I went in a row. And I'm going to make a door as well and put a little handle. I can have long, thin windows. And again, notice how I am filling the whole building all the way down to the bottom. Maybe this one has a sign and then again another door. I could change the shape. Maybe this has a big round window at the top. Maybe there's two windows on the side. So I'm going to continue with the idea of all of the details, and I'm going to do this a little quickly so that you can really see. However, you as an artist will of course take your time. The main idea that I want you to see is that you are covering the whole building. You're not just putting one or two scattered windows, but rather filling the whole space. So now I have my buildings. And next I want to think about my street down here. I could add another line here to make this almost like a sidewalk. And then I could even add a tree. So now this tree is part of my foreground. And I can add some branches and some leaves. And anything that is going through, you see how this street line is going through, I can simply take my eraser and erase it because that is now behind the tree because my tree is in the foreground. I can add some street lines. And maybe I can add a car. Maybe this car is going this way. Maybe there's another car going this way. Drew that a little too big. I can just go back. I could also add some details to the sidewalk. Maybe there's a trash can. Maybe there is a nice bench. And again, if that line is going through, you simply erase it. So now I have my cityscape. And notice again that I have my foreground, things that are in the front. So the garbage can, the bench, the tree, the street, the cars. I have my middle ground in the middle, my buildings, which are along my horizon line, and my background, which is my sky, the furthest away from the eye. Now I'm ready for color. Tune in next time.